Welcome back on this channel, bratans. We see Bitcoin is dropping down as the news came in. UK inflation dropped less than the forecast, and we will speak about the last minute deal on debt ceiling could still spark recession even if US avoids default. And I prepared some other juicy news for you. So if you appreciate, hit the like button. I hope we will hit 200 likes, bratans, and subscribe to this channel. We will speak about a macro perspective, we will speak about midterm, and we will speak at the end about the short term for our day and hourly traders. So let's start with the big picture. We see US losing the Bitcoin movement, Katie Wood tells it. And actually this bad news is a good news, because in the big picture, do you really think the US will miss out on this juicy tax gains which they can do on crypto at some point in time? There are coming regulation which will allow big institutions to put their money inside of crypto to skyrocket the market capitalization. We will see skyrocketing Bitcoin, Ethereum, FXS, Luna, I'm joking, right? Bitcoin has bottomed out in the world's biggest cryptocurrency is on a new bull run, MicroStrategy Michael Saylor says. And if you're watching my videos, possibly Michael Saylor is watching my videos, because we said this also in the last videos already. Why he say this so confidently? Because all the previous bull runs, bear markets, we saw always from the bull run, from the top the bull run till the bottom, it was always 1 year approximately. You see December 2013, December 2014 bottoming out. We see bull run top December 2017, we saw around November 2018 bottomed out. This year is like we saw in November 2021 top, bottoming out at the moment at November 2022. So for this reason, yes, potentially bottomed out, but there is no guarantee. As we see, the real estate market will going to shit. We will see another bank will go bankrupt, and potentially if some exchanges go bankrupt, then we could see Bitcoin obviously dropping down even to 10K. However, it doesn't matter, bratans. In the big picture, it doesn't matter if you buy at 30K or at 10K. Yes, obviously it's still 3x from here, but we are dollar cost averaging into the market, and if Bitcoin is next year at 140,000 in 2024, 2025, when the bull market starting from the halving, right, in this green line, then obviously it doesn't matter, bratans. We are dollar cost averaging in the market. By the way, we will speak later also for a day and hourly trader about the Gaussian channel. I explain you exactly what it is and why this is so important for us to see when actually the bull market starting. Let us go on the midterm perspective for Bitcoin and other altcoins. We see, as I told, the UK inflation drops less than forecast. The hotter than expected UK core consumer price index CPI rate came in at 6.8%, the highest since 1992, against an expected figure was 6.2%. So you see, the inflation has not come to an end, and as soon as they will increase the debt ceiling, what they will obviously do, they will print more money. What they will do as soon as US printing money, they are exporting their debt. So this is the reason why we see the UK, we see Germany, and we see some other countries are in a much more bad position than the US. So we will see even better times are coming for the economy. So we are, in my opinion, already in the recession, but there are people who are saying the last minute deal on the debt ceiling could still spark recession even if US avoids default. In the history, what happened to debt ceiling 2011, 2013? An agreement was reached on the 31st July, just 2 days before the government borrowing authority was set. Despite the deal, the S&P 500 tumbled about 17% during the episode and didn't recover until the following year. When banks go bankrupt, we saw Bitcoin spiking up. So therefore, potentially, we could see that Bitcoin is running to the upside, even though the S&P 500 breaking down on the 1st July. Also, we have the positive news that Hong Kong will allow retail to buy Bitcoin on the 1st June. But I don't expect a massive flow into the market, a massive money flow into the market when they will allow it. It's more back to the macro perspective. It's more good news for the overall big picture that we see Hong Kong is turning around, and even though China is banning crypto and Bitcoin, we see Hong Kong hangover allowing it. So therefore, this is overall in the big picture a good news, but it's not necessarily mean that this is the reason why we see on the 1st June Bitcoin spiking to the upside when the agreement on the debt ceiling is there. So it's more about that if we see on the 1st June or one day before when the debt ceiling agreement is there and we see Bitcoin is spiking up, this is the moment when I go confidentially in a big long position, because then we know, okay, it goes in alignment with gold, because gold will obviously go to the upside because it's a hedge against the inflation and blah, blah, all this shit, you know it. And we know in the past that gold spiked up as soon the agreement was there, but the S&P 500 Nasdaq dropped down. So if we see a small spike in Bitcoin, if we see we are breaking in outside of this symmetrical triangle to the upside, right? When we see clearly after the agreement is here, this is for me the moment when we go confidentially long on Bitcoin, when we go long at least to the price target of 30K, because this is the price target of this symmetrical triangle around 30K. And this is how we're coming to the immediate short term. We are watching the Bitcoin shorts right now, and we see right now the Bitcoin shorts are going down. So as I explained to you in the last videos again, as soon as we see the Bitcoin shorts spiking up, we see more shorts in the market than longs, but right now we see the shorts are going down. Same pattern we saw approximately in June, where we saw the shorts spiked up, then we had a little break, and then we had massive shorts opening up before they all got liquidated by Bitcoin pumped and the market makers cashed all your money through liquidation, right? So watch out for it. What does it mean? It means that if we see spike up in the shorts, this could mean that Bitcoin breaking down. And as our indicator, if Bitcoin breaking down or not, if we should long or short, is in my opinion this symmetrical triangle, because it will be very clear in case we are breaking it to the downside, then our technical price target is here around 24K, right? You saw it. If we're breaking it here down, then technical price target is around 24,150. Be careful, our monthly support is around 25K, and also the VPVR here at around 25K is coming volume in. Just make sure you take profits at around 25K, so still 6.6% short opportunity. In case we are breaking up, as I told you, we can start to long Bitcoin. This could potentially a long opportunity of Bitcoin to long it to 30K, so 9.9%. But in case we are breaking it to the upside, as soon as the agreement of debt ceiling is there and we see S&P 500 dropping down, but the Bitcoin is spiking up in alignment with gold, as I told you, I think this is a massive long opportunity, because then we are not going only to see Bitcoin at 30K, we could see potentially Bitcoin going to 35K. Why 35K? On the big picture at 35K, this is when we are getting here a massive resistance. So as soon as Bitcoin spiking above 30K, in my opinion, the way is open to 35K. It's a 20% long opportunity, another 20% long opportunity. For our help, we can use the total crypto market cap indicator, which is still consolidating. And as soon as we are breaking this total crypto market cap to the downside, this is obviously a reason for us to short also Bitcoin down, because we are losing a massive support line then, and then we can short Bitcoin. Also watch out of the S&P 500. We had yesterday a fake out to the upside. We broke again inside of this channel, and as long as we stay inside of the channel, we will see a consolidation of the S&P 500 and also Bitcoin. But as soon as S&P 500 breaking to the upside or to the downside, this could be a massive sign for Bitcoin, which usually goes in alignment of the S&P 500. But only right now it's a special day. So till the 1st June, if we say the S&P 500, this is what we're expecting, to dropping down, but Bitcoin running up, then it's a confidential sign for us that Bitcoin is the hedge against inflation, and we will see that institution, or not institution, but the retail or the normal people are going into Bitcoin to save their money against inflation. So in my opinion, a very clear sign, bratan. Let us quickly speak about Ethereum. Ethereum Chapella upgrade went live on April 12, 2023, and now Ether deposits have exceeded withdrawals for the first time. The soft fork allowed the unstaking of ETH staked since the merge. Glassnode data shows around 4.4 million coins worth 22.58 million were deposited into staking contracts since the upgrade went live. And we see here the total locked ETH into the protocol are spiking up here, and this is a massive good news for Ethereum in the very big picture. You see, people are depositing even more money than they withdraw, and in the big picture, what happens? The more money is put into the protocol, so into staking, the less selling pressure is on the project, so on Ethereum, so the more likely it will spike up as soon as we are back into bull market, as soon as institutions, the regulations are there for, which are allowing institutions to put the money into Ethereum. Ethereum is the second largest cryptocurrency in the world, so therefore institutions will put their money into Ethereum and one of the biggest ecosystems. So therefore this is a very good news in the big picture. I expecting Ethereum personally at least to go 10k, so this will be approximately 5x from here. In my opinion, a very amazing project obviously, and what I'm watching more for LDO, FXS and so on, for all these smaller market caps compared to Ethereum projects, because which are built not directly built on Ethereum, but they're connected to the Ethereum protocol or Ethereum project. So therefore expecting them even to outperform Ethereum by 10x, 20x or 30x. If you want to know more about which altcoins I'm investing, you can join the Telegram group. Thank you everyone for watching. If you have any questions, write me down below. I kiss you and I see you later. Mwah.